All right, this was A class number 6. We started with solo jazz.
We did. So we did the rock step, kick step from last week. We were going straight. And this week, we took it on the diagonal. So you're going to rock step diagonal back, and then you're going to kick step and cross in front. So nice and slowly, rock, step, kick, cross over. Rock, step, kick, cross over. You can keep the arms the same as before. So using them to kind of accentuate the back and the front, but this time we're just going a little bit different direction. So when we do this next week, we'll do 4 straight and then 4 crossovers.
And we didn't add anything new tonight, but we worked on trying to solidify the things you guys already know, specifically with these kick arounds that we taught last week. First thing we talked about was making sure that your arms, when you hold them out like this, your chest, shoulders, and arms are all thinking about making them one plane, so that when you connect with your partner, say on hand-hand Charleston, yet when you move, boom, there's this nice little compression here if you move all as one piece. So if we go even to the side like this, and the camera can see, we're here, when we compress, see how Jen is like just moving beyond my body, but not very far. So the idea is that if we move with our center connecting to our wings, we talked about having more of like bird wings, putting them out, it's easier to connect your center to your partner's center, and this is where we want to dance from. So we practiced this idea, we did the compression and compression without even worrying about our feet. Then we put that into hand-hand Charleston, kick, hold, kick, step, kick, hold, kick, step, kick, hold, kick, step. We talked about how you'll feel that compression and you'll go just a little bit further, both leads and follows, so your body goes a little bit beyond that arm. Then we put that same idea and we did those kick arounds. So for the kick arounds, we're gonna have this idea of having a compression and a stretch. Compression, stretch, compression, stretch away from your partner. On that stretch, if you, when you're stretching back, step right down. It's everyone's right foot right now, so you're gonna step right down with your right foot. Have your shoulder and your hip right over that foot. You may even twist a little into your right arm to do this. You'll be able to get an equal stretch with your partner. What we want to think about is there's like a point in the middle and we're both stretching off of that point away. So we're equally stretching. Jen's stretching equal amount, I'm going an equal amount, and then we have this nice energy to then move around in the circle with those kicks. So we practiced this idea. First we just did compression and stretch a bunch, but then we put those kick arounds in. Kick, step, kick, rock, step. You can also go right back into hand-to-hand Charleston from here. Boom, bada. Couple other fundamental things we talked about. Hands, don't use your thumbs, leads or follows. It's just a little hook. And then if you've got the flat hand, and if you want your follow to stay leads with you and do the compression or rock step, you're just gonna hook your hand a little bit to get them to stay. Simple as that, no thumbs.
Yeah, I had a lot of questions about this. This hook thing is not like a secret handshake. It is just the thing that naturally happens when we stretch away, and in order for your follow to not fly away, the lead can just use that shape of their hand to keep your follow together. So it's not like we're like flat hand here and then we're like, oh, I'm gonna make a hook now, and that's how the follow's gonna she just tickled the other way. That's not the secret handshake.
That'd be very cumbersome if we were social dancing and had to like give each other signals on our hands. Yeah, cool, that's good. And then the other thing we talked about was kind of fundamental is kick stepping around. So you want to make sure when we're kick stepping around, we're moving our body first, and our feet are just the things that are moving, just the wheels that are moving us around. So as we're doing these kick steps, making sure you lead with your body and your feet come with you, right? So you're leading from your body. The opposite of that, this is not the good way, we just want to show you so you know what we're talking about, is if your feet move and then your body moves afterwards. It also gives this little tilt back situation. This is nobody looks like they're doing this, but that is not the good way. You want to move your center and then your feet come right up.
The other way is to make sure that you're moving forward the whole time. Sometimes when that weird kick thing happens, people end up moving backwards, so they're like like moving backwards and their feet are following them, and it's all kinds of bad. So just make sure that your body is always moving forward. It's taking a little turn, but it's moving forward.
Those are the biggest things. Follows kept asking, how do I know this thing is going to happen? Just remember, keep your feet right underneath you. If the lead holds you here, you're not going to be able to, if I turn into a follow for a second, you're not gonna be able to, if you hold me here, yeah, kick this way. Even if you tried, it's gonna be too hard, right? So if you keep your foot underneath you and the lead holds you, you're just gonna rock step back, and that gives you the energy to kick around. So once again, all the things together, let's do it from the beginning. We've got side-by-side Charleston. You can open up when we're ready and kick to the same side, keeping those arms nice and wide. Then I can switch as a lead, we can kick opposite. Then we can do this variation, kick, rock, step, kick, step, kick, rock, step. We can go back to hand-to-hand Charleston if you want from there. I'm just not hanging on, so Jen can continue kicking in her normal pattern. And then we can go back to side-by-side. That's what you guys know how to do.
Yeah, you do.
You did a great job.
See you next week back at Mechanics Hall.